None of us are actually unmuted.
Beverly, you ready?
I am ready. Do you want me to share it, or do you have it up that you can share
I
it?
can share it.
Okay. Okay, are we good to go?
You got it.
I'm scared to speak. I don't know why I have to. Do I still?
I'm unmuted. I don't know how to get back there to mute. I'm here.
Okay, can everybody hear me?
Yep, you can go ahead now.
Good. That worked out well. Hi, everybody. How are you?
Good.
Good. So I am here to present our the GAP program and our transition to having it within the umbrella of Germantown Central Schools. I know you're all familiar with Janet Crawford, and she approached us in the winter asking if we would consider taking it under our umbrella, as she was wishing to retire from having being self-operated by her. And so we researched this, and we put an inquiry out to all of the region's school districts, and Taconic Hills is the one school district out there running their after-school program as a self-operated program. And so we've been working with them to try to best understand how to get that up and going. And it seems much easier than we had thought it to be. So tonight, I just wanted to kind of go through that with you and to take you through our thoughts on that. You know, we're still transitioning in our understanding of it, but Steve Golas and Holly Sanford and myself met last week or earlier this week, just to kind of review the financial piece of it and to get a better understanding. What we do know our goal is for the first year anyway, is to keep it status quo of how Janet Crawford has run it for 14 years. So we think that's really important for both the community and our kids and the people who are running it, to try to make the slightest changes possible and to keep it in the form that we know it as right now. As we go through this, if you have any questions, just let me know. Feel free to ask, or we can save them for the end, your choice. So currently in our pandemic year, we have 30 children enrolled in our GAP program. Normally it runs around 55. Our maximum we have capped right now for Janet Crawford's program is 60. We would look to aim toward that same pre-pandemic number for next year. The demand is there. We know that, so we could easily fill that number. The program currently serves grades pre-K through 6. And we would maintain that. We would ensure that all of the attendees are our district's children. That would not change. And right now, most of you are familiar with the program. I know some of you even have children in the program. You know, we help the kids with their homework after school. There's some tutoring in math and reading. They play outside. They have free play, a lot of arts and crafts. And they do have visitors in to help with the program as well. Again, we would maintain that same activity format for the first year. So Janet has offered to continue to run the program as a paid employee under the district's umbrella. And again, we're working with Taconic Hills just to best understand how to set this up from all aspects, legal and financial. So currently, Janet's been running this for 14 years. She oversees the program. She would continue to do so, as we talked about. And she holds 3 staff members right now. With our low enrollment rates, it would increase up to 5 if we went up to the 50-55 range for next. We try to hold a ratio of 1 to 10, ideally, throughout all the age ranges. Most of our students in the program are pre-K through 3. And those students, or I'm sorry, the staff members right now include 2 of them are high school students, and 1 of them is one of our existing teaching assistants that help her in this program. So we run into all different kinds of questions when we go from a private business to under the school umbrella. One is that we have to ensure we have fingerprinting that's done for any employee we bring in under us. Also, we want to think about how we would be paying them to stipend versus hourly. So those are all conversations we're having right now as a team to try to figure out how to make that as simple as possible with the least amount of changes. We also, too, I should state, bring in extra tutors for math and reading. We have 2 of our school employees that come in to help out with that. We would continue to do so. So there are a lot of other considerations that we need to be thinking about as we do this. Again, Taconic Hills is guiding us greatly on this. We will begin to get legal counsel on this as far as all of the things we put in the handbook and the application forms, disclaimers, waivers that the families would need to sign. Is to use our existing systems like Envision to manage the clients or the customers, as well as the payments that we would be processing. We would be looking at working with the Bank of Greene County to have online bank pay set up as a possibility for our families. Online application, et cetera. So as much that could be done online we would strive to do. We would take a piece of our handbook as well and include all of the details and include that on our website as well. So the current financial that Janet did share with us, roughly speaking, her cost of staffing, you can see up there, is $26,000. Along with her fees, we would be showing a net profit of $26,000. So a few things that we really would change. She does ask her families to provide snack. We would probably do that under our umbrella. So we would have to consider the cost of any kind of snacks and materials in there as well, which would be pretty nominal. So we're pretty confident that we would certainly break even, if not show a profit from this. And Taconic Hills kind of finds the same thing as well, that it is the funds that they have are carried over the next year to that same program and accounted for that way. So as far as also too, Taconic Hills talked about that the program is found in their general fund balance, and they keep the revenues and expenses separate from all of the other school and regular district operations. And it's audited as a self-funded program. And we would probably look to do the same thing. So timeline, we're looking to begin this next fall and trying to have it all set up with the information out to the families this late spring so that we're prepared to open up for the fall. We would have our attorneys draft a resolution for for the board's establishment of the program. Any questions that you have about that? Do you want to try that again? I couldn't hear that. I'm sorry. The feedback on it was.
Pardon?
You're unmuted.
Oh,
We're trying to figure out the feedback. Okay. So this program and running this program would be very similar to that as the cafeteria program, where it is a separate.
Say that again.
So like if we ran this program, it would be like our cafeteria program where it's a separate line item. It's totally separate from everything else in the budget, and
Right.
any money that they bring in would go back to that program.
Goes back to that program, but we're also looking at ways we can use this towards other things in the building. In addition to this too, is the insurance we're already covered.
Yeah.
The problem is an outside resource. They can't afford the insurance.
Yes.
So it just made sense to have this conversation with Janet and Bev and come up with a plan. And I brought in Holly and Steve with them to start talking about money and moving. Holly just went to the bank today. She called me and said that they can do an ACH, direct deposit. Everything goes in. We're looking at doing it, a set amount instead of doing, and that way it's just easy. it's cut and dry, and it's necessary for a community to keep this. We have a lot of parents that need help after school hours, and we feel that it's beneficial to keep it in-house as much as possible.
GAP is a great program. I'm
Yes.
quite fond of it, as I sat on the board of directors for a long
Does that
time.
change our insurance costs?
No, because it's still under our umbrella.
And it's important. It's an important program for the kids to have here too.
Yes.
I know Janet has asked the students to having a naming contest because we would want to rename the program. And so the kids are suggesting new names for the program.
Oh, well, that should be interesting.
Yeah. It always is.
All right, anything else? All right, thanks, Bev.
Thank you, Bev.
Very welcome.
I need a motion to approve consent agenda items as listed. You guys want to duke it out?
Second.
Cager?
All right, I guess I'll go first.
All right, Teresa, then Les. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstained? So carried. All right, personnel action item, approve Holly Sanford School Business Administrator, new start date, May 24th, 2021 from May 26th, 2021. The motion?
Make it.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstained? So carried. All right, financial action item, adopt following resolution. Be it resolved that the Board of Education hereby approves the recommendation for the superintendent of schools to authorize the interim business manager to increase the 2020-2021 school district budget from $87,000 or by $87,417 to allow for the expenditure of the Federal CARES Act grant awarded to the Germantown CSD on April 14th, 2021. Your motion?
I'll make that one.
Second? Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Abstained? So carried. Superintendent.
All right. First, I'd like to discuss, I was brought to attention for the Red Raiders Youth Cheer, using the building over the summer. I sent you in your packet all the updated COVID safety plan that they provided me, which follows the Department of Health safety plans. They're asking if we would be acceptable to reinstate what they've done in the past using our elementary gym to practice and then get their competitions ready. As I told the coach that this would be something I'd bring to your attention, and I went over the COVID safety plan, and it's pretty solid and actually goes beyond the Department of Health regulations for cheer. So I just wanted to bring that up, and hopefully we can go ahead and move forward with the youth cheer proposal and allow them to use the gym during this summertime, this coming summer.
So I need a motion to approve the summer youth cheer proposal as presented.
Second.
Any discussion? I think it's a great idea. How many kids, Lindsay, do you usually have? I know Lindsay's in a car somewhere.
Lindsay, how many kids do you usually have?
Yeah, I'm just wrapping up practice here at the rec park in Red Hook. So right now we have 15 on our older squad and we have 10 on our younger squad, and we keep them right now they're together, but we plan to keep them separated if we can have a bigger space. So
We'll just have the parents sign off later.
Yeah, I think everything.
Yeah,
goes
they
in
do
there.
have waivers, correct, Lindsay? Just want to make sure.
like insurance waivers, sorry.
Just more like COVID related.
COVID related stuff.
Yeah, sure. So we use the Game Changer app. So they have to fill in a health screen before they come, and then we also temp check before they come to practice as well.
Very typical of what we do in the school.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstained? So carried. Awesome. Welcome back.
Thank you, everybody.
Yep.
Thank you.
And then the last thing I had tonight, it's a nice quick meeting here, is recommend adding another special ed or special board of ed meeting next Wednesday, May 26th, for discussion of personnel.
That's not next Wednesday. All right, need a motion?
To 26th. In 2 weeks.
2 weeks,
Yeah.
okay.
At 6:30.
I need is some second, anybody?
I'll second. I was waiting for Leslie second.
All right, any discussion? Yes, that's in 2 weeks
It's 2 weeks,
at
yes.
6:30. Off that guy. All right, all in favor? Aye. Opposed, abstained, so carried. Let's just make sure that Heather is aware. Okay. All right. Is there anything else for the good of the order, anybody? Our budget vote is next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday from 12 noon to 9 PM, Palatine Park. All of the newsletters went out. If you didn't receive it today, you will definitely receive it by tomorrow.
I like that it's not on shiny paper.
Good, me too.
I
But
didn't get it.
we we are we did work with Questar and with that, and it was a benefit for us this year. It was pretty clear, and we worked pretty hard on that. And we're hoping for a good turnout.
Having the public presentation.
No,
That's usually how it goes.
that's okay. It's online. We've recorded it, and everything's there for the public to see. So
Well, we're not in Lebanon. She's not in the paper 10%.
No,
I don't know what happened.
all right.
I don't think we'll have any.
No, I don't think we'll have any problems. It's a good budget. Good budget. All right, anything else? Prom is this weekend, Friday, right?
prom is this weekend, Friday. And Friday, the elementary students will be out in front of the Route 9 entrance, and we're gonna do a parent guardian thank you. And the parents and guardians will drive around, and kids will wave with signs
Oh,
and,
that's nice.
you know, for their
Oh,
the gratitude of
grandparents.
what they did.
The
And
grandparents' day, that's right.
and it's an early dismissal as well at 11:30 for students. We have professional development that day planned.
That's good. All right, motion to adjourn?
I'll make it.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstained? So carried. All right, thank you, everybody.
Wow.